Hello, good morning. Um, so one thing that has come up, I try to have inspiration to make some videos, and I do. But right now I've got questions, so I'm kind of making a video answering or talking about whatever the person has requested. One thing that has come up a lot is how can someone study with me? Study with me, I don't know. Very loud bird. Study with me, I don't know that I like that choice of words, but um, who can partake of learning whatever I think I know. Um, so in person, I have people come here periodically who will learn Ashtanga Yoga from me in the mornings. Upcoming, I have a fellow who's coming to study yoga from me. So I'm going to teach him Ashtanga Yoga as the base asana practice, and then we'll have a separate session. I'm going to take him around town, show him some temples, teach him some things about India and Hinduism, so that you get the base idea of the culture that the asana practice that so many people in the US and Europe are partaking of. That he can get the cultural basis of where that's coming from. And then in the afternoon, a separate session where we will have discussions on, philosophy, on maybe more in-depth stuff about the asana practice and where it comes from. Maybe Hinduism, maybe the temples, maybe whatever is interesting there. But it also all feeds into yoga. So that's one option if you're coming in person. I have some students of mine who have practiced with me in Germany coming soon. Well, not soon, a few months in December. So there's going to be the option to do that as well. If you have a small group you want to do, we can do that. I will live probably in the same area you're going to live in rather than live out here in the country, and teach you in the mornings and then take you around town, show you some things, and then have a discussion in the afternoon also. We're also going to travel a little bit with that group so that I can take you to some places that I'm familiar with in India, teach you the cultural aspects about those places, and again, get you involved with the culture that this world obsession has come from. The asana practice, which most people call yoga, I'm starting to call it asana practice more often. Even though asana practice can lead you to yoga, it is still a separate thing until you get that connection from it with your breath, with the movement. That's why I think Ashtanga Yoga is so good for that, because it is all about the breath and the movement into the positions. So then it can take you deeper inside, and the focus with the drishti takes your awareness inside. There are also sorts of options to do things in person. So these are just a couple of the ideas. It could be arranged that if you want to stay more in the countryside, and I'm currently here at my guru's place, if you wanted to stay somewhere near here and come here each morning and do it here, you're welcome to do that. It would just be a discussion. So don't feel scared. Feel free, I should say. Don't feel scared to reach out and ask me some questions and see what works best for you. If you're interested in doing that, coming to India, I think, is one of the best ways to really learn yoga, because this is where it comes from. And this is how I started learning that it means so much more than just the asana practice. I'd read the philosophy, I'd read all that stuff, but when you're coming from a culture that isn't steeped in that philosophy, it makes it really super hard to integrate those aspects into yourself. And integration is what yoga is all about, is finding that connection outside yourself, sometimes, so that you can turn it inside and find it inside. Certain types of yoga really start from the inside and work to the outside. What it is about integration between the two. What's within is what's without is what's within, and to realize and find your experience of that truth. It's about your experience, not about anyone else's experience. But online, I do sessions with people who I do video calls either through WhatsApp or through Facebook Messenger, sometimes a couple people through Instagram, the messaging system through Instagram, because it has a dual video screen. You can see both yourself and the person. We can do Zoom. I don't have an active Zoom account anymore. I have the account, but I don't have a paid subscription anymore because I don't use it very often. But we can do all sorts of different options to have a discussion where our eyes can meet and we can discuss. What I do there is, that's really hard to explain because it's based on you and what you've got going on. Do you want to learn yoga? I can teach you that. As far as asanas go. Do you want to learn about philosophy? Do you want to learn about tantra? Do you want to learn about how to experience a mantra? Do you want to learn about energy, about energetics? I taught some friends of mine, some not just friends, but some students of mine who have been doing Ashtanga for a while. I've taught them the Ashtanga Yoga Pranayama sequence through video call. So there are many options. Mostly, you need to know what you want. So if you sign up to do that with me, we can have a discussion that is on topic for you. I don't want to create a program for you that we would do, say, meet once a week or twice a week and discuss things until I get to know you. So when you come to me, you need to know what you're interested in, what you want to learn, and then I can specify the differences or the samenesses of whatever situation we're looking at here. So it's based on your interest and what you're looking for to find inside yourself. My guru is big on, he will never kind of come to you with an idea. You need to go to him with an idea, and then he'll fulfill that wish for you. And then when he sees how that's going for you, then he might make some suggestions. But he's never terribly interested in forcing anything upon someone. And I agree with this fully. This is, I think, why he and I work well together, because the seeker is seeking something, right? And so then they find someone to learn it from. They need to know what the hell they want to learn. It's got to be something that makes sense to them. It's got to be something that's maybe going to enhance and help their life. If it's about yoga, it's got to be something that's going to help you discover what yoga means to you and how to have an experience of it in your being, in your life. So you need to know what you want. You need to know what you're looking for, and you need to know. Well, you don't need to know that. I need to know that if I can help you with that. So if you come to me and say, this is what I'm looking for, and I know I have no knowledge in that realm, I will tell you this isn't worth your time. Why should we do this? I can send you to someone possibly who can help you with that. And if I'm very honest, if I don't know something, I'm not going to make shit up and just fill your head full of a bunch of stories. I'm going to be honest and tell you this isn't worth it. Typically, those sessions are 45 minutes to an hour, and I charge $50. If I were somewhere else, I would charge much more than that, because if we were doing it in person and the financials were better, that's what I would charge probably. I used to charge $100 an hour for private lessons, whatever that meant. That could mean a Thai massage, that could mean a Ashtanga yoga session, that could mean a information session like what we would do here. So figure out what you want, if this is interesting and works for you, and get in touch, and let's see how it goes, okay? Talk to you soon. Ciao.